Hey everybody, welcome to the second installment of the drone vlog. Today we're going to test out the differences between DCinelike and DLog because I've never used DLog. And no, we're not flying in the woods today because the wife and I were just hiking and now we're going to go fly. And if you'd like to see more videos like this, go ahead and click that subscribe button and that like button and the share button. But in the meantime, let's get on with this comparison. But first we got to get out of the woods. This place looks good as anything else to go ahead and take off from. A little bit of trees, but right here I can get up. Okay, so we went through and did a DCinelike and DLog, but I know what it does. I knew that the DLog was probably going to sit at ISO 500, which is why I put the 8 filter on there to help balance between the two. I don't know how the footage is going to look, so let's go get into Premiere Pro and see what we can do with this footage. Now that we're in Premiere Pro, I've already created this whole project and everything else. We've got DLog over here on the left, and you see DCinelike over here on the right. I'm going to grab this clip and this clip because those are the closest two that I have. And as you can tell right away, you can see that the DCinelike is the DLog is extremely flat, and the DCinelike has a little bit more color to it. Now, one thing, like I said earlier, the DLog only records an ISO 500, which really leaves no wiggle room for any kind of exposure. You have to do a lot of other creative things to get the exposure you want. But being in DLog, you're supposed to have more flexibility with being able to set your exposure in post. So we're going to check out that and see what the noise is, because at ISO 500, you should have more noise. So let's go ahead, let's add DCinelike or DLog and DCinelike. Let's move this out of the way. And of course, first thing we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and grab the Cinelike over. Yes, there we go. We're not going to straighten it out because we want to compare apples to apples, because straightening it out would also include zooming in. So we're not going to zoom in. Do keep in mind that the reason you see the black bars on the top and bottom is because I do have to use proxies because my computer is not quite strong enough to render 4K natively and freely and easily. It's not very easy at all. So then we've got the DCinelike here on the right, and we're going to bring the DLog in. Now this clip here may not be perfect, but we got a good one. Let's just go ahead and shorten that clip. As you can see, you have more color in the DCinelike. Now let's go ahead and make this bigger so we can see more. Do a straight comparison to DLog. DLog is right here, and you can see that it's a lot flatter. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these two right on top of each other, and we're going to just move one over halfway. And let's go ahead, and I'll have something on there that shows the left, this side is DCinelike, the right side is DLog. DLog you can tell because it's a lot flatter. First things first, let's try to match these a little bit. We're going to come over here to our lumetri color. So the right hand side, we're going to give a little bit more exposure. Some more contrast because that's going to match it a little better. And then we should be able to add a little bit more saturation, and now they're kind of close. Now what if we adjust the other one? So this is supposed to be able to, okay, let's blow it all the way out. Let's just see what it looks like blown out. Let's blow out this one. Okay, so you can kind of see, I'm really not seeing much of anything. Let's put that back to 0. Bring this exposure down a little bit. Let's go ahead and bring this exposure up a little bit, so they're kind of close. You can see the sky is getting a little bit blown out here, and the trees are about matching, but if you look kind of close, I don't know if I see the detail in the trees as much as I do in the DCinelike. See, the DCinelike seems to have a little bit more detail as far as the trees go. So you're supposed to be able to do a whole lot more. So if we throw up the contrast, this is over here on the right, left. And this. I need a bigger screen. I need a bigger screen. So that's with the contrast all the way up on DCinelike. Let's go ahead and take the DLog. Well, the DLog contrast was almost up there anyway. So that's all the way up with the DLog. Highlights. Let's bring down the highlights so we can see the clouds a little better. That was on the... And let's bring the highlights down here a little bit so we can see the clouds a little bit better. So we're seeing a little bit more clouds. And if we bring the shadows up on the DCinelike, we should be able to see a little bit more. And what I'm seeing is that I don't see a lot of destruction of the image quality itself on either one of them. Let's bring down the shadow. Oh, there's the shadows up. Actually, that's about right. And if we come down to the DCinelike, we're going to take down the whites a little bit so we can see more definition in the clouds. And we are going to do the same with the DLog. Okay, we can see a little bit more definition. With the blacks in the DLog, what happens if we can bring it up? See, I've never liked going up. Now going up here on the DLog is not as horrible as, let's see what this is going to look like on the DCinelike. See, on the DCinelike, I don't like the blacks. When coming down on the blacks, it looks good. Well, not too far down. So that's kind of what I'm seeing here. And if I come down on the blacks, oops. If I come down on the blacks on this, ooh, that looks nice. Okay, so there's the DLog is a little bit better. The detail... Actually, the detail doesn't look too bad in the DLog. Now let's get a little creative. Let's add some kind of... Oh, I don't like the bleach. Let's do a clean Fuji NDR. This is on the DLog. Ooh, that looks kind of nice. Let's do the exact same one. NDR over there. So now those two, they're still looking really, really good. The reason I never use DLog is because I had seen many videos where they said DLog kind of sucks. Now, I guess if you really look close around in here, you can see that you lose detail because of the noise, the video noise. And you can see that you lose the detail in the 500 ISO, and you can't change that. Yes, I can see a difference. If you're looking in the trees, I do not see the detail that I see in the trees over on the DCinelike. So I believe that I'm going to continue to use DCinelike because I'm not overly thrilled with how the DLog comes out with the ISO 500. And that's my opinion about DCinelike against DLog. I've seen a lot of people do videos again and doing the same thing I've done, and they came up with the same information I did. So I'm thinking that once they get DLog to work with all the different ISOs, especially ISO 100, then I will definitely use DLog. But until then, I'm going to keep using DCinelike because basically I want to have that detail. You lose too much detail with the extra noise in the ISO 500, so that's not going to happen. And of course, I am not perfect, so if you've got something to add to this or if you'd like me to do some other kind of video, go ahead and leave something in the comments below. Like the video if you like it, dislike it if you don't like it, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more drone videos and vlogs and everything else drone related. And of course, share the video with someone who you think may benefit from it. You can also follow me on all of my social media, and if you really want to see some cool pictures, my Instagram is pretty awesome. And you can actually see some pictures from this shoot from a while ago because, as I stated in the beginning of the video, it was actually meant to be the second drone vlog, and of course a lot of things happened and some other drone vlogs snuck in there, and I had to do some other extra recording for this one. I probably won't do it this way again. So this is the 6th drone vlog, and I hope you guys did enjoy it. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think about this style. I don't particularly like it because it took me too long to do it. And of course, until next time, fly safe and bye!